New this morning, the TSA has topped last year's record number of guns found at airport checkpoints. Screeners spotted more than 4,000 firearms and carry-on bags so far this year. Nearly 300 were found in Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport alone. Last year, the TSA saw the numbers jump 17%. More than 8 out of 10 guns were loaded. We've been investigating these incidents for the past 8 months to try to understand why this is happening. Kris Van Cleave is at Reagan National Airport outside of Washington, D.C. Kris, good morning.
Good morning. We have been sifting through police records from 2017, and in almost every case, people say this was a mistake. They simply forgot or didn't realize the gun was in that carry-on bag. 239 airports found guns last year. Many of the airports that found the most are in states with looser gun laws, but we found some things that are raising real questions this morning about airport security. A loaded gun inside a flyer's carry-on bag at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. It's a scene that played out thousands of times last year at TSA checkpoints across the country at a rate of nearly 11 guns a day.
Store you bought like over online or something like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that gun's coming back stolen out of Florida.
CBS News obtained video from security cameras and police body cams at DFW Airport showing some of the 211 incidents where a gun was found inside a traveler's bag at a TSA checkpoint in 2017.
Excuse me, sir?
In this 59-year-old's carry-on bag, police found a loaded pistol and several additional magazines loaded with what police say was 61 rounds of ammunition. In Texas, that'll get you arrested if you don't have a license to carry a concealed weapon. But laws vary by state.
It was just an oversight, man.
Hands behind your back for me, please.
Just 10 airports accounted for nearly a third of all incidents last year. Through Freedom of Information requests, we were able to review police records from 7 of them. The vast majority of the people involved are men. 63% were white. Most ranged in age from their 30s to their 50s. But guns were found in the luggage of an 84-year-old woman, a 10-year-old boy, an airport worker, and a pastor from Texas who told police he forgot the gun was in his backpack.
Can you explain why you were carrying a gun at DIA?
Colorado State Representative Lori Sain spent a night in jail after a gun was found in her purse at Denver International Airport.
They said right away, "I'm sorry, I forgot, I made a mistake," and that's when I was cuffed.
She was ultimately not criminally charged, but did receive a nearly $2,000 fine from the TSA.
Hopefully this is a learning experience for others not to make the mistake in the first place.
The agency can seek fines up to $13,000. In press releases, TSA says a typical first offense draws a $3,900 fine. But we found, on average, it's actually closer to $1,100. No one last year received the maximum. TSA Administrator David Pekoski.
The fine could be $3,900 or $4,000.
But no one ever pays that.
On occasion they do, though. We're trying to provide that warning, if you will, that, hey, there is a penalty here. And if we can prevent it in the first place, I think that's a better way to approach it.
A review of the police documents reveals at least 3 incidents last year where it appears the gun was missed by TSA screeners at one airport and only discovered on the person's trip home.
How does that happen?
It happens because the technology doesn't get everything all the time. Either there's a technology issue, there's a procedural issue, or there's a training issue.
I'm a little troubled by the fact that the gun went through the X-ray machine and was missed.
Oh, I'm troubled by that too. I think everybody in TSA is troubled by it, and mistakes happen.
How often do those mistakes happen?
I can't give you an answer as to how often it happens, but when it does happen, we do everything we can to figure out why it happened.
The TSA is starting to roll out new CT scanners to checkpoints. That should make it easier for screeners to spot weapons. The agency is also working with airports to try to improve signage around checkpoints, reminding people you cannot bring a gun through. And while there are procedures for having a gun in your checked bag, you can never have a weapon, loaded or unloaded, in your carry-on bag. All of the people you saw in our story told police they did not realize the gun was in the bag they brought to a checkpoint. Bianna?
Just mind-boggling watching that. Great reporting, Kris. Thank you.